Okay, so why did the narcissist start cutting you down, calling you stupid? Why did the narcissist start hating you? Well, the bottom line is the narcissist hated you from the day they met you. They never liked you. All that stuff, you're my friend, you're very smart. Remember that a narcissist cannot sustain on their own. I'm the kind of person that's fiercely independent. I live alone, and I love it. Since I have a very busy job every day, being around people all the time. I like my alone time. Narcissists can't stand to be alone because their own thoughts haunt them. As you know, their mind is very, very messed up, and they have no sense of genuine identity, which is why their personality seems disassociative, and it changes from person to person. I joke about Nacho Libre. Everything you like, I like. My thing that I like to do every day, well, that's what they do. They mirror whoever they're with. When my narc was with me, he picked up my traits. We like intellectual things and being governed by intellectualism and debate and argument, but then when he ditches me for the new target, then all of a sudden he likes doing different things like dressing up like clowns, putting on like digital makeup, making silly faces, dressing up in pirate costumes, things like that. And that's okay. I'm not knocking that if that were genuinely the person. But then if it were somebody after that, then the personality is going to be something different. And then if it was a person before me, it's going to be a personality different to all of those. The personalities keep changing because they have no solid identity. And so why did the narcissist start hating you? Well, they hated you because they realized that they need you, right? They become dependent on you, and you're like a drug habit. They have to constantly be there. I mean, even if one night I remember with an narc's like, come down and hang out. I can't, I'm sick. He was like, oh, but I can do this and I can do this. It's like, how, he wasn't, well, maybe he was angry, but it was more like, I need you to be here. I can't survive without you being here, but you should be able to. You should have enough resources to self, but a narcissist doesn't. But after a while, it becomes so dependent on you that they start hating you for it. How dare you? And so like about a year before my narc had found his new supply and completely ditched me, he'd start saying things like, anybody that would make that argument for the existence of God is very stupid. Anyone like that would make that. And he'd be looking at you like, I'm hoping you're getting the hint that I'm calling you stupid. But why are you calling me stupid? You used to call me smart. Now all of a sudden I'm stupid. Then the next day I'm smart. Then the next day I'm stupid. That's inconsistent. And it doesn't quite work that way. Intelligence doesn't just leave you that quickly, or you don't gain it that quickly. It's impossible for you to be real smart 1 second, 30 seconds later be stupid, vice versa, or to be the most beautiful woman on the earth and then all of a sudden be an ugly bitch the next day because you failed to stroke their ego. Remember, the narcissist didn't choose you because they like who you are as a person. They chose you because they thought you were somebody that was they could manipulate, somebody that had enough going for them that they could get something from you, but that might have been innocent or gullible enough. Not that we're not gullible, but they think we are. It's just that the idea of using somebody and abusing somebody and just throwing them out and ditching them and having no conscience. That's foreign to the mind of an empath like us. People who genuinely empathize with other people's suffering or their plight. Narcissist thinks either it's funny that people are getting hurt because it gives them some sort of power trick, especially if he's causing the pain, or the idea that they can manipulate, it gives them or trick you. They're proud of that. It's like, you do personal light, I trick you. And so they get off on this, but this is all they have going for them. It's not all you have going for them. You have a lot going for you, which is why they chose you. But then once they become dependent, they start hating you. They're very, very sensitive to criticism. And since their whole sense of identity is basically non-existent, that's why they have fictional friends from TV shows or their favorite musicians. If they're playing a song over and over again with their favorite musician, they're shut up and you need to listen to this over and listen to it like you did the last 10 times. Okay, enough's enough, I'm nauseated. But then you say, I don't care for the song. They get angry and hate you because they take it as a personal narcissistic injury, a wound. Because if you didn't like every single song by this, let's say, I don't know, Kiss or Ozzy Osbourne, or well, they don't like that, or John Williams, or Jimmy Buffett, or James Taylor. If you don't like those people, then they feel they need to punish you because they feel that you have attacked them merely by saying, look, I just said I didn't care for the song. But since their whole identity hinges upon bullcrap fantastical stories, fantastical stories of their accomplishments and adventures and things that never happened, or they base their identity on their favorite musicians or their favorite actors. If you don't share all the same likes and interests they do, then you're enemy number one because they feel that that's threatening their sense of self. This whole model is nuts. They need you to live inside. They need to take you from the outside world, from your family, from your friends, from your work, from your mission trips, from all your stuff, and they need to rip you out of that life and put you as a character in their sick, fantastical head where they can make up bullcrap stories about the accomplishments they have and adventures they've been on and discoveries they've made, which never happened, and your job is to sit there and affirm it all. But even if you do that, they're going to get sick of you after a while. They get bored very easily. They're going to start cutting you down and attacking you, cutting you and get rid of it. They're going to do another stuff and get somebody new, and then they're going to do that to them, and then they're going to do that to the next person. They're going to keep changing their characters. So this is what they do. So they're all frauds. They're all con artists. And there's really not much more to say about it than that, but I'm a veteran. I know this stuff. So if anybody needs to talk to me, I'm going to set it up a Skype. I'm going to try to Skype because, I've talked to people that said they had PTSD from this stuff, which is true. I had it too. And I'm over it. So I'm in a position of strength where I have a lot of experience dealing with these personality disorders. I've dealt with like 4 of them in my life. I've overcome all 4 of them with my faith in God and a lot of self-study and a lot of hobbies and I do actually have quite a few. I've accomplished quite a bit in my life in a lot of senses. I'm not materially that successful, but I'm not hurting. But that's not important. That's not what makes the man or the woman. It's who you are as a character. It's how you treat people. It's what you believe in, what you live for, what your life goals are. How do you treat others? That's what it's all going to come down to, right? Love ye one another as I have loved you. Faith, hope, and love, and the greatest of these is love. And I'm not talking about that universalist, let's rate kids, live crap. I'm talking about genuine concern for mankind, which narcissists do not have because they're all self-absorbed and self-tormenting and weird and have alcohol problems and drug problems. It's a sad state of affairs. I'm not even angry anymore at any of my narcissists that have done this to me. I'm just disowning all of them. We'll never go around it again. I'll be more cautious about personalities. If anybody needs to talk to me, I'll be happy to help you out. I don't want anybody in a bad situation. So God bless y'all. Give me a call. Hit me up on Facebook, and I will make sure to try to contact with you. Later, guys.